Welcome back to Old Charles, the channel where coins tell their story. Today, we're diving deep into the value, history, and condition of the 1996 United States Jefferson nickel, a coin that's more than just 5 cents. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938, when it replaced the Buffalo nickel. It features the third U.S. President, Thomas Jefferson, on the obverse, and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. In 1996, the U.S. Mint continued this long-standing design. These coins were struck at both the Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, and Denver, D Mint Mark, mints. No nickels were struck in San Francisco for circulation in 1996. The designer of this iconic coin is Felix Schlag, whose initials weren't added until many years later. In 1996, over 1.6 billion Jefferson nickels were minted for circulation. Philadelphia Mint, 829, 332, 000 coins. Denver Mint, 856, 620, 000 coins. These coins are made from a copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel, and weigh 5 grams. If your 1996 nickel is heavily circulated, with scratches, discoloration, or wear on Jefferson's face or Monticello's steps, its value is still 5 cents. Now, here's where things get exciting. Some 1996 nickels have mint errors that can make them highly collectible. Look out for off-center strikes ***, double die obverse or reverse ***, clipped planchets ***, die cracks or die chips ***. A 1996 nickel with a major off-center strike or strong doubling can fetch $10 to $100 or more, depending on the severity and collector demand. If you're collecting 1996 nickels, here are some tips. Always check the steps on Monticello. Full steps nickels, where all the lines on the building steps are visible, are highly desirable. Look under bright light or magnification for die errors. Store high-grade coins in holders to avoid damage. For the best returns, consider getting your best specimens graded. To sum it up, a regular 1996 Jefferson nickel in your pocket is still worth 5 cents. In uncirculated or high MS grades, it can be worth up to $50. Error coins. They could be worth much more, so check your change. This nickel might seem common, but with the right condition or error, it could be a small treasure. The story of the 1996 Jefferson nickel begins much earlier, in the year 1938, when the United States Mint decided to replace the popular Buffalo nickel. A public design competition was launched, and the winning design came from artist Felix Schlag, a German-American sculptor. His design featured President Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse, and Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the reverse. This design would remain virtually unchanged for nearly 65 years, and that includes the version struck in 1996. In 1996, America was in a time of rapid change. The Internet age was booming, Bill Clinton was president, and the U.S. Mint continued to produce the classic Jefferson nickel with the same iconic design. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 829 million nickels. The Denver Mint struck over 856 million. The San Francisco Mint did not produce any nickels for general circulation that year, only a limited number for proof sets. Although it was a very high mintage year, 1996 marked one of the final full years of the original Felix Schlag design, which would later be updated in the early 2000s as part of the Westward Journey nickel series. The coin's composition also remained unchanged since World War II, 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it its silvery color and durability. Did you know? In wartime years between 1942 to 1945, the U.S. used a different nickel alloy with silver due to war material shortages. But the 1996 version had the standard post-war composition today. The 1996 Jefferson nickel is a common coin in circulation, but it also represents a piece of American history, honoring one of the country's most important founding fathers and celebrating a design that stood the test of time. So next time you see a Jefferson nickel, especially from 1996, remember, you're holding a piece of art, legacy, and history in your hand. Now let's talk about condition, the most important factor that affects a coin's value. The 1996 Jefferson nickel might be common, but its grade can make a huge difference. Coin collectors use a scale called the Sheldon grading scale, ranging from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70. Here's what that means for your 1996 nickel. Here's a collector's secret. Full steps nickels are rare and desirable. These are coins where all 5 or 6 steps on the front of Monticello are completely visible. Only coins with a strong, full strike qualify. A 1996 Jefferson nickel with full steps in high mint state can sell for $30, $50, or even more. Remember, a 1996 Jefferson nickel in average condition may be worth just 5 cents. But in high-grade, uncirculated, or full steps condition, its value can rise dramatically. Always check the coin's condition first before selling, or before putting it in your collection.